everyone, and good morning. Welcome back to Riders Corner. Today I'm going to be answering a few of your questions that you've asked on counter steering. Perfect timing, perfect road. This guy out in front is a bit of a track day weapon. He's that guy that, you know, we're all a little bit scared about a track day, you know, when you're on a your fantastic track bike and then someone in a daddy bike overtakes you around the outside, makes it look easy. That'll be this guy in front. He's got years of experience on me, so I'm hoping to learn a few things from him. And that we'll sort of be coming out in our like motovlog episode that will be following this one pretty soon after this. Today's episode is just going to be answering your questions on counter steering. And to start off, I've got a question from Lee's Tech Room, and this channel is very supportive of us. They often let us borrow pieces of tech and try them out, so big thank you to you guys. Always very supportive of our videos. And I was kind of talking to him about how does counter steering work, and it's quite difficult to explain, so I was trying to talk him through it using a mountain bike tyre, and he did come up with a good point. I should really just put this on YouTube, because it's probably one of the best ways to physically show you guys how to counter steer. So I'm now going to cut to Garage Ryan and let him show you. So guys, I was trying to figure out the best way to kind of demonstrate this to you, and there's not really a better way than to actually show you how it works. So I've got a mountain bike tyre here. You can do this at home, although I did cock up a few times, so I wouldn't really recommend it. Again, the faster you go, the more effect it will have. So if I push now, like this, ow, I'm actually, it's spinning. That happens with gyros. It's just balancing. I'm not actually holding that, it's just balancing on my finger, and I'm wrapped up in my microphone. In this, the faster you spin it, the more it will stay upright. Christ, that wasn't the easiest of demonstrations. It's absolutely sweltering in here, and I'll keep on dropping the tyre. You guys are watching from here? Hello! So, I got this so you can see that I'm not cheating in exactly what I'm kind of doing. I can hold on to that and spin it and kind of hold it up straight. But I'm not going to. I'll end up like just holding it with a finger, just to demonstrate that a bit of spin will actually hold it. It'll hold itself upright, which I'm sure you know if you already have seen like a flywheel balancing by itself. It's just gyroscopic motion. It will try and like rotate on its own axis. The faster you go, the more stable it will be. That's why the bike stays upright when you're going more than 5-10 miles an hour. If you're more planted, everything does feel better, and you can kind of relax a little bit, sit up and not have to balance the bike as soon as you're in motion. If you ride a bike, you already know this. So where does counter steering come into this? To demonstrate, what I'm going to do is just push with my right hand, or pull with my right hand, like this. I'm just going to be rotating it on its own axis, like that. I'm not going to be tipping it this way, I'm just turning it this way. But what will happen in the same, this is basically counter steering. If I push with my right hand, it's going to try and kick. It'll try and turn this way. Best thing to do is just to show you. And pulling, see how it tips that way? And I'm pushing, and it wants to tip that way. Pulling, it's going that way, pushing. So if I stop, it will just start trying to turn, like that. This is awkward now. If I push, it goes that way. If I pull, it goes that way. Counter steering is a bit counterintuitive. It will always turn the way that you don't expect it will. This is just a really good demonstration, but don't underestimate how powerful this is. I've said it before. Ow, quite a kick to it. So, even at slow speed, if I push, it'll go that way. If I pull, it'll go that way. Just like that. And it is strong. And the faster you push, the faster it will kick, the harder it will kick. So that's why, if you're finding it difficult to corner, you might just be being a little bit gentle. And the more quickly you do it, the faster you tip. You often see most of GP riders literally go from one corner to the next. They're not forcing the bike down, they're hanging on whilst counter steering, you know. So how do you use this? If you imagine this is your front wheel, we've got two arms coming up from the axis there, up to a handlebar. If you were to push down, not much is really happening. All you might do is put your body weight over one side of the wheel and tip it, which is a really ineffective way of doing it, because like I said, this wants to stay upright, so pushing down doesn't work. What you want to do is push it so it turns like that, like this. Imagine that, but you're basically just up here on handlebars. So pushing will make that drop, so pushing that way will steer you that way, because what that's doing is tipping this and then you'll go around the corner. It's the lean that turns you, not the angle of the wheel. So I hope this answers my next question, which was do you push down or do you push away? I kind of tried to explain this in my last video. If I didn't do that well enough, you know, that's my fault. So I hope that this now kind of explains that. You're pushing forward or backwards, you know, and that is what tilts you. If you push down, you're fighting the bike. Whereas doing this, you have to like cling onto the bike, because the bike will want to turn and you just got to hold on. I've got a few more questions, so back to the bike, but first I'd like to thank Lee for inspiring this answer. I was talking to him about counter steering and he said, you know, you've got to put this on YouTube. Check out their channel because they are awesome. Back to the bike. So I'm hoping that that kind of explains the next few questions, but stick around just in case you I might be able to clarify some things a little bit better. One of the next questions I got asked was just a bit of a clarification on the video that I actually posted that inspired this video, my one quick tip for counter steering practice. There was a questionnaire. He didn't quite understand the push down, push forward, push back, and I'm sure now that you've saw me playing around with that mountain bike tyre that you aren't pushing down, you'll be fighting the bike if you push down. I can hit as hard as I want on that, it does nothing, really does nothing. All you want to do, push, 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 and you'll be able to control the bike, and the bike will be doing all the work. I'm just pushing now with my left hand, and then push it back. Two Bridges Hotel. Oh, I love these roads. You guys got a treat for that motovlog episode. So the next question, guys, was do you keep on pushing through the turn? And I'm sure if you try it, you'll find out for yourselves. But the quick answer is no. You push or pull, you counter steer, just to initiate the turn. Like that. And you're just holding it. Really, there's no pressure at all, really. You know, you just light as a feather on the throttle. And you push, and you're just sort of letting it rest. The less inputs you put into the bike, the smoother you'll be. You're just pushing and then pulling back to get the bike to stand up straight. That's if you're staying with the same throttle.
I'd like to do a video in the future on throttle control. I think that's probably the next thing to learn after you've sort of got used to the cam steering. Using the throttle to pick a bike out of the corners, it's one of the best feelings of riding, in my opinion. I think final question for you guys is what speed does can steering work? I'd love to say all speeds, but it really is kind of walking speed and over. You may find that you have to actually turn the wheel in the direction that you want to go, like a bicycle on the lower speeds. The faster you go, the more stable you'll be, the more planted the bike feels, and the stronger you'll feel in the corner, the less you have to move. The best way to feel it is either actually jump on a bike, if you haven't got one, grab a mountain bike wheel, spin it as fast as you can. Everything will react a lot faster, but it'll be a lot harder to actually do it. So that's my best advice for you guys. Hope that this kind of answered a few of the most frequently asked questions that I've received on my channel. Please feel free to ask me any more, because you know, I'll make another video for you guys if I get enough. Ask down in the comment section. Just ask away, guys. Hope you guys are all staying safe and enjoying my videos. I'll see you next time when we carry on this ride with Mark, Clive and my dad. Enjoy.